Hussain J.Shishtari writes, big fan of the show and the entire crew. My question is, why do TV directors get overshadowed by the show's writers? And the opposite happens in movies where the writers don't get that recognition that film directors get.
The fundamental difference between a television show and a movie is this, though. The movie is one story, one project, shot once, and the director comes in and oversees all of that. The writers write the script, and then the director takes that and goes. With the television series, though, quite often you'll get, like, most television shows don't have one director. They have a director comes in for one episode, then another director comes in for the next episode, another director comes in the next episode. So a director has no real control over where this story goes or what's going to happen. All they can do is direct this one episode. Who is constant and continuous and developing the whole story of a TV show? That's the writers, that's the showrunners. Those are the people who actually control the overall scope of the show. So that's why in movies, it's the director who's really the main guy, the one who steers the ship the most. In television, it's really the writers. Schnepp is a guy who's worked in both worlds. How would you explain it?
Yeah, it's just as you did explain it. I mean, but writers, ultimately, it's the showrunner or the creator of the show if they stay around and they oversee like episodes 1 through 10. They create the story arcs. They assign the different writers to the stories, and the directors are all assigned to those stories as well. With a movie, it is like you're steering the ship. You're in control of the beginning, middle, and end. The tone of it. I mean, in directing a TV show, you're also in charge of the tone of what episode you're directing, and if you have to fit into something that's already established, usually you have to watch a bunch of the other episodes to make sure you're not getting crazy and be like, hey, I'm doing all these weird wide shots or whatever. You want to make it somewhat consistent. It's not about like putting your stamp on it. Well, with myself, like a show like Metalocalypse, I was able to put my stamp on it because I directed most of the episodes, so other directors kind of followed what I had already done or did like mimic certain shots or ways I would open shows or things like that. So sometimes if you're working on a show in television and you're the director and you're on it for a long time, then you and the writers have kind of established a tone and a look of something. So it can work both ways most of the time, but TV is a writer's medium, film is a director's medium because of those.
Metalocalypse kicked ass, by the way. Just huge fan. If you haven't seen Metalocalypse, check it out. And a lot of times you see big-time film directors and they come from the TV world because that's where they get their chops a little bit. And it's nice to see them get recognition and opportunities based off the work they did off TV. I mean, look at a guy like Rian Johnson or a guy like J.J. Abrams, where a lot of the earlier things they did in their career were based in the TV world. And so you learn that's how you cut your teeth. And then when you want to have more creative control over a project that you're interested in, like for those guys, Star Wars, it's like now you have a more padded resume to where people will trust you with a bigger property.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, click here to watch the entire episode. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because it'll help you stay up to date with all the stuff we've got going on here at Collider.